Guys, it is Starseed Mentality back at you again with another live video. And today's video kind of serves as a revelations part 2 video. This video will also be uploaded on my YouTube if you want to stay connected with that material, okay? And after some thought, after some research, okay, of course I still want to give a shout out to Most High, okay, because the essential kind of theme about this video, or the great takeaway from this video, is pretty much really telling of how the spiritual community or the conscious community plays the game of telephone, where we don't really research or ask questions of why we believe the things that we do, or whatever the case may be, right? And so I really want to touch on this topic today, and piggybacking off of my previous video, if anybody was confused, I was talking about Dr.York's sources. And of course, if you're a journalist or researcher, you have to look at all sides. Where do things come from? Who's the author of things? Etc., etc., etc. You know what I'm saying? And of course, that's like a reasonable thing to do. But I think right now in my spiritual journey, it's the matter of, I didn't even know it was people out there that was debunking Dr. York's sources or Dr. York's revelations, etc., etc., etc. So I really didn't even know like where to look for that information until Most High brought it up. Okay, and so just to give you everybody's sources, Dr. York's sources come from the researcher and astronaut kind of alien theorist Zachariah Sitchin, and the discreditor of Zachariah Sitchin is Michael Heiser, right? And this video is going to be mainly about kind of what I said in my previous video, pretty much how I feel about Michael Heiser. Now, it's always good to look into where things come from. I'm not saying that part isn't important, but I do want to sorry, something came up on my phone, but I do want to point out some things that I kind of feel about Michael Heiser after having looked into some of his YouTube videos. Now, he has passed away this year in February, okay? And this isn't a video to pretty much talk about his research. I think his theories and his talking points are interesting. I think there's something to look into. But you must also understand that this is someone who is, how do I say it? Out of touch with themselves. And I don't mean to say that in like a negative way or a condescending way, as going in and out. Okay. Now I don't mean to say that as someone that's in the conscious community or whatnot, and meaning in a condescending way, but you also have to understand his bias is that anything out, all the stars that's in the sky okay, how's the best way to put this, right? He believes whatever NASA told him. That's the simple way I can put it. You know, there's no life out. There's only life on Earth. The other planets, there's no life on. Or okay, I think I'm back. Yeah, I think I'm back, y'all. Okay. The connection is going crazy. But the idea, his theories is whatever NASA told him is true, right? So there is no possibility that there's life anywhere else outside of this planet. And I feel like, this is just my opinion, this is not to discredit his research of looking into certain things, but you know, I just don't think that that's true. You know what I'm saying? And that could just be my opinion. That could be a fact somewhere down the line. I am not sure. Right? But the reality is that you can't be so. And then it's kind of like he has a religious kind of background to him too. Like, one of the videos I was watching, he was trying to explain the whole, what was it? If I'm remembering this video correctly, and again, I can't put links on Instagram, all the features that Instagram changes overnight. I don't know why we can't add links to our videos and our lives, but on my YouTube, when I upload this video, oh God, on YouTube, hold on, y'all. Trying to find my key in the dark. Where's my key? My key. Oh, here we go. Boom. That's the best way to do it. Where is my key at that I had for my car? Here we go. It fell. Okay. And so he also has a very religious background as well. Like, if I'm remembering this video correctly, he was discussing about the Nephilim, right? And I'm sorry, right? Like, you can't say that certain things are true and then other things are not true. Like, his whole thing is to debunk the whole aliens exist, period. From the way I look at it, right? Just from my understanding of his content. And from some of his websites, like, one of them he's talking about, and I don't want to make this video too long, so let me hurry up. But for one of the posts that I've seen, like, he'll only bring up like one source of evidence to debunk the whole space alien connection. And I'm like, okay, that's only one. Where's the rest of it? Right? And then he's got another video on his content associated with his website, hybrided with his website, talking about of course, one thing he says is that when God is talking to the council, you know what I'm saying? He was talking about the word Elohim and how Elohim has been mistranslated to talk about there we go. To talk about many gods, right? When it doesn't mean that. Like, Elohim, really, depending on like the way we use deer, right? Or deers. Like it can mean plural or it can mean one, depending on the context of how the word is used. So that is his argument about the word Elohim, that it doesn't mean many gods. The way the word is being used depends on how it's being used in each sentence. If you understand the original translation of Hebrew, right? And I'm like, okay, that's a good argument. Like, maybe that's true. Like, I don't read Hebrew. Like, so maybe, and that's his specialty. That's what he does. That's his whole PhD, doctorate, whatever, right? That's what his whole design is to do, right? That's what he's an expert at, right? So I'm like, okay, maybe that's true. But then he turns back around and he says that when God is talking to his council, I'm like, okay. Wait. Then who is God talking to in the Bible? Why is God talking? Who is he talking to if not others? Let's just call it that. And then they say that when we talk about God, like this is a man in the sky. Right? Like let's just break this down. Man in the sky that says that I'm going to create them in my image. So that means God is going to put a part of him in you. As if you believe God is a him. I think God is both. I think God is both male and female energies. So that means he's going to put, or he is going to put a piece of themselves in you. What does that sound like? I'm just saying, you cannot claim to be a scientist if you don't think about these things scientifically. What are you scientifically trying to say? Like you can't expect me to believe that this is just an imaginary, fictitious figure that isn't advanced to craft your race. You know what I'm saying? So, and then, to end this whole thing, okay, this is just Revelations part 2. I'm not trying to be on here too long. But we also have to think about how, and I don't mean to, sound like the NOI or Elijah Muhammad, but we also got to talk about Elijah Muhammad's sources and how Dr.York and Elijah Muhammad were like. I'm not saying that they probably were friends and they knew each other, but their research definitely overlaps with each other, right? And so, of course, Elijah Muhammad, his whole theory was that the pig is a crafted animal from a cat, a dog, and a rat. That was his whole. And so we have to understand this, right? If they can genetically breed fruit, like today at the grocery store, I saw a hybrid of a cactus and a pear. What? What? That can't, what? If you can hybrid and splice and genetically breed animals and fruit, you have to understand that a whole civilization that is more advanced than you can craft your ass too. And that's all I'm saying. That you cannot be a scientist if you do not understand that. Like, they are killing all the fruit trees. So where are we getting these lemons and these blueberries and these strawberries from? That's all I'm saying. Like, and so I'm going to leave it there. You know, we might come back with Revelations Part 3 where I'm totally like, forget this video. Oh my God. But this is me in the process of my research, how I'm feeling in the moment. Okay, I don't come over here and plan what I'm going to talk about when it comes to the revelation videos. I just want y'all to know where I'm at as far as my spiritual journey goes. Is that you know, this is where it's at right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not really, I just look at the science, and I look into the literal terms of what these biblical scriptures are talking about. And, you know, a man in the sky, okay, that put a part of himself in you. Now, what does that sound like? And that's all I have to say. In my YouTube video, I'm going to also put a link in the video about the story of Isis and how she crafted. Now, when we talk about the Neteru or the Orishas, okay, the archangels, okay, I think also we're talking about primordial beings and the whoever these primordials are who crafted the Heru or the hero or the sun gods like you and me, the melanated man and woman. Okay, and so that whole thing talking about Isis and how the whole scene from Simba and how she lifts her son up to the, you know, to the light and says, I have crafted him, right? I have crafted this thing, right? Okay, and so that's all I have for you guys today. Go on YouTube, check this video out on YouTube. I'm gonna leave all the links down below. Look into Michael Heiser's research, look into Zachariah Ascension, look into Dr.York. You need everybody's research to come to your own conclusive understanding of what is and what isn't. Okay, so don't take this video like I'm saying. Don't listen to what Michael Heiser is arguing. Do the research. Come to your own conclusions. I love y'all. Ata. Peace. Hi guys. It